Hello and welcome to another edition of Born Again Gym. My name is Alan Lewis and I'm here to share just a quick word with you really. So all these videos that I'm producing, they're all about that foundation, that worldview, that understanding, because once I think you master this understanding, and like I said before in the other videos, this idea of synergy, this idea that you're a body, you're a spirit and you're a soul, and when all three come into a synergy, into alignment, is when you can start to grow. And when you base all your beliefs on this book right here, your world changes and truly anything is possible. So I want to talk to you about the season. Why is a season important? Well, we know that once you get to my age, which is effectively 40 years old or just over 40, your testosterone level starts to drop off. So it's important to know about the season and the season you're in and living your life to the maximum within that season. So I just wanted to share this with you really. Now this is the book of life. This is your guide going through life. What we're talking about here is born again Jim, that Jesus said you have to be born again. And he also said, take up your cross and follow me. But it's having that renewed worldview and talking about seasons. So this is a season. This is what it says. This is what the word of God says. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to gain and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sue, a time to silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. So what do we know about seasons? So you're going to come into lots of seasons in your life. And what's really important, so you've got two ways of doing this. You've got the natural way. And the natural way is you have to understand that your body is going through changes. So as we said in other videos, it doesn't matter if, your belief set is going to be based on one of two theories. So you've got the theory of evolution, which basically means you come from pond scum, or you've got the theory of creation, this idea that we're created in the image of God. And you have to understand that it's about that season that you're in. So when you're young, you're in your beginning, you're in your spring, to your summer, to your autumn, to your winter. And if the trees and everything around you is connected to these things, why would you presume that you are not? So you've got one of two ways to do this really. You've got way number one, which you accept who and what you are and understand that all things are possible, right? So you've come into this synergy and all things are possible. So where do you go to get your life spring? Where do you go to get the renewing of your heart and the renewing of your soul? Where it is written that those who wait upon the Lord, they shall rise up like eagles. See, to me, it is about going to my source. What is my source? My source is every time that I get on my knees, that I touch the sky. Every time that I pray, I have that connection with God. Or you've got another way of doing it. You can try and cheat your genetics. What does that mean? You're going to take enhancements, right? You're going to take enhancements. And those enhancements will give you an elevation on your standard. However, here's the trick. That is going to drastically reduce, on average, your time here on this planet. So it's about what's important to you. And I want to nail this down. I want to take time to explain about these things. And the reason why I want to do that is because that's actually more important than all the other stuff. If you can nail down your worldview and you have an understanding of who and what you are, then you can do things like work out. You can do things like learn knowledge and you gain wisdom. But if you're of the opinion, do you know what, all it is I want to do is I just want to smash, I want to grab it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get huge and massive. But what have you gained? You know, I believe that depression that exists around people that take enhancements is because they know they've got where they've got to and they've cheated all the way through. So their only way of getting around it really is to, one, not mention it, which rarely any do, or secondly, get everyone else to admit that they're on the same path and have done the same things, because that way it kind of, I suppose, makes them feel better about themselves. To me, it is all about being natural. It's about understanding who and what you are, having the genetics that you've got, and doing the very best to make a better you, to be that hardest working person in the room. Once we've nailed down the foundation, once I've got the foundation stone set and you can understand where it is I'm coming from, that's when the hard work begins. So I was at the gym this morning, busting it out. I'll be at the gym tomorrow, busting it out. I'll be showing you all the different exercises. I'll be showing you everything. But you know what? It's all going to be. It's not so that I can look amazing. It's not so I can look great. You know what? I'm 41 years old and I don't think I look too bad, right? But it's not about that. It's about me giving glory to him. Me giving glory to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the Alpha, the Omega, for there is no other. So this is just another gentle word from Born Again Jim. Stay tuned for other videos. Learn the season you're in and learn to conquer, because what I know to be true is this, that it doesn't matter about your age, right? If Abraham can bear a son, can have a son when he's 99 years old, and if Moses can change and revolutionize a people at the age of 80, because with God, all things are possible. What's possible for you? This is Alan Lewis, Born Again Jim. Hope you're staying well. Bless you. God bless.